YouTube, what's going on? It is your boy Ron Real, aka Double R, back in the building, back with another video, back with another banger. Today we're going to be starting a mini Cuban series. Had some good friends over at Montefortuna Cigars reach out to me on Instagram. Y'all know the story. Hey Ron, we want to send you over a sampler to review. Do you mind? Y'all know that's what I do, so y'all hang tight and stay tuned. Alright, so before we get started, I want to give a huge thank you to Montefortuna Cigars for sending this sampler over to me. You guys didn't have to do that, so really appreciative of that. They just reached out to me and said, would you like to review this sampler? I said, of course, I love Cuban cigars, so this was a no-brainer for me. But if you guys are looking for another website to buy authentic Cuban cigars, Montefortuna is a great website. They're based out of Switzerland, and they've been dealing with Cubans since 1985. Fantastic company. They do offer worldwide shipping, guaranteed. It's guaranteed shipping, and you get free shipping on orders that are $150 and up. So in this mini series, I'll be reviewing 5 cigars that they sent me. There will be a Cohiba Siglo I, a Partagas Series D number 6. We have a Key d'Orsay number 50. We have a Trinidad Vigia, and we also have a Monte Cristo Open Regatta. So those are the 5 cigars that are in that sampler. I believe it's called a Cuban Cigar starter sampler, and this one is offered on their website for $75, which I think is a great deal. All these should be fairly simple or fairly easy to find, regular production stuff. So without further ado, in the start of this series, we'll be smoking the Cohiba Siglo I first. This is considered a Petit Corona. It has a 4-inch body, and it has a 40 ring gauge. Tight visible seams on this one. Not a lot of tooth present. It's very bumpy and rustic looking. It's really bumpy. I like smaller cigars like this. I know a lot of people don't like really small cigars. It has nice caps on these too. This is very nice looking. Yeah, a lot of people don't like smaller cigars, but they don't bother me as much, you know, especially for something like this would be a very good quick smoke if like you're on a lunch break or a small 15-minute break or something like that. Well, I don't know, you might not be able to smoke this in 15 minutes, but you know, if you got a lunch break or something like that, you'll be able to squeeze it in. Without further ado, we'll cut this up, light it, and smoke it. Finally got me a new cutter. We'll start using that a little bit and see if it'll convert me over from my old one. Getting a good cinnamon hit on that. Draws a little snug. I've told people before too, I don't know if they are, if Cohiba does this currently, but they used to be known for paying their rollers by the weight. So they would just stuff these cigars, just really pack them tight, and that would cause the burns and the draws to suffer tremendously. Heavy tea, a little bit of a cream is in there too, a little black pepper, but it's minor. I'd say probably about a 5. So you got black pepper, cream. That tea flavor is just fantastic. Again, I've told you guys this many a times, like you could take the bands off of these cigars and you can just tell that Cuban taste is there. It's really good. Good start. So we'll let this heat up, get through this first third. I don't know, I may do it in halves. It's such a small cigar, I may just do 1/2. So I'll come back when I think anything's changing or anything like that and let y'all know about body strength, all that good stuff. So y'all hang tight and stay tuned. Alright, so I decided to do this one in halves because the cigar was so small. So we started out with a 4-inch cigar, probably got about 2 inches left. So the major things that I noticed on this one, the flavors were pretty good. You're getting some cream. The tea is falling off a little bit. It was a little bit more intense in the beginning. You're still picking up a little bit of a cedar note too. Very slight black pepper. It's pretty good. I would say honestly, the strength is mild. This isn't a strong cigar at all. This is very mild. Like pretty much anybody could smoke this one. Flavor wise, I would say light side of medium, and I would say the body is a light side of medium. Now, I think the body of the smoke could be better, but the problem is the draw. While it's not unsmokable, it is a little snug, so I think it's kind of creating a problem as far as me being able to get the smoke production that I would like. So that's definitely hurting it. Burn line hasn't been razor sharp, but it's still nothing that I've needed to correct or any relights or anything, so burn has been pretty good. And like I was saying, the draw is not it's not terrible. It's smokable, but it's definitely a little snug. I looked at a few multiple websites, got some prices together. These come in boxes of 25. So on average, you're gonna look at this cigar being between the $8 to $12 range. I don't know. I mean, it's all based on purpose. You know, what your purpose is. For me, if I have more time, I'm obviously gonna grab something a little larger, like a Corona or a regular Robusto or something like that, maybe a Lancero. This will be good again, like if you don't have a lot of time, like if you got a quick lunch break or something like that, this will be perfect. I think it will still satisfy the need. It will get the job done. Not really too much else going on. It's not very complex. The flavors are pretty much the same as they were in the beginning, but they've died off. It hadn't been a lot of shifts going on, but again, they might have blended this cigar with the purpose of just being a nice quick short smoke to just get the job done. So with that being said, I'll finish up this cigar, give you guys some numbers, and we'll wrap this thing up. So y'all hang tight and stay tuned. All right, so we're finishing this up now. It's starting to get really hot on my lips, so this is where I'm gonna call it. For what it is, very solid cigar. I think this will be a good pickup for you if you're looking for a cigar just to have in your arsenal. You know, if you don't have a lot of time, but you want to grab you a quick smoke, but you still want something that's pretty good, I think the Siglo one will be good for you. So let's go ahead and get into numbers. Oh yeah, so forgot about that too. The smoke production did pick up a little bit. The draw got a little bit better. I think as it was heating up, it was starting to loosen up a little bit, so everything got a little better. Still say the strength is very mild. Flavors ended up around a medium, and I would say the body was on the low side of medium too. So, but overall, a pretty good cigar. So for flavor, I gave it a 17 out of 20. The draw, I gave it 17 out of 20. Like I was saying earlier, it's not unsmokable, but it was a little snug, so I dropped a few points off for that. I gave the burn a 19 out of 20. Complexity a 16 out of 20. Flavors were good, but nothing was ever switching dominance. Nothing really ever was introduced as far as a new flavor. Got flashes of milk chocolate a little bit, but it never stayed around long enough, so I was kind of like disappointed in that a little bit. And then I gave the strength a 15 out of 20. So that's going to give this overall score 84 out of 100. Very good cigar. Again, I wouldn't mind having a couple of these on standby, like if I'm driving in a car or don't have a lot of time, but I want to make sure I get a whole cigar in, because sometimes if you get Churchills or large Toros, and there's nothing worse than when you're starting to smoke a cigar, starting to get good, but you have to put it out because you have to do something. So this will be great to cover as far as a very quick smoke. So thank you again, Montefortuna, for sending this in. Y'all already know the name of the game, relaxation and enjoyment, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all already know to be driven, never motivated.